What's up and welcome. I'm Matthew Msangati, the designer and developer. We are continuing with our Facebook UI clone series. In case it's your first time here, this is the first video where everything starts. We are continuing. As you can see, we are opening this video with an error. Isn't that interesting? You know, with Core Design, we are not better developers. We are not advanced guys. We are also learning, taking things step by step. If you are a beginner, if you are new into coding, if you know nothing at all, this video is for you. After this series, you are going to be confident with React Native and also building awesome user interface clone. As you know, we love errors. So let's quickly fix this error. So in the previous video, what we did, we have renamed a component. Why we were renaming the component? Simply because the initial name of the component, which was header bar, was more specific. Okay, it was not generic, it was not general. What is the problem with using specific component names? Simply because these component names has got some context attached to them. If we are creating this component and naming it header bar, it means that number one, it stays as a header, so you will always see it on top of the screen. Of which, what we are doing now, we are trying to come up with a scalable and a reusable code. So we had a problem with this. So what we did, we have changed the name of this component to horizontal split bar. Okay, so meaning that we need to change it also here. Okay, we need to also change it here. When we are using it in the client module, which is the app.ts, we need also to refer to it as horizontal split bar. So let's import it. So what I usually do, I put the cursor where it is. On Windows, I will right click and press space bar at the same time, and then it will show me where I can import this module. As you can see now, guys, we don't have an error. Let's quickly save, and as you can see, guys, this is where we were. Okay, if you might be wondering why this interface, let's say, it's far from what we are trying to design, which is this one. As you can see, we are busy with the header bar. Okay, I can maybe you are noticing that, okay, we've got the icon, but they don't look like this. Okay, what we did, we first created this icon as a reusable component, and now we are continuing, we are creating this component, the red one, so that everything can look like this. So let's just quickly talk about the progress so far. We've got this reusable container. We have changed it to a name that we are happy with. As you can see, we've got some items on the left and we've got some items off the right. Now this is a highly reusable component because it's not aware of what will be inside the left section and it's not aware of what will be inside the right section. So now let's make our user interface to look like this one. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to take these components and align them to the right, or put them here. Quickly check our code. Okay, as you can see, we've got these components as separate component. Let me just remove them here so that you can see as they disappear on the screen. As you can see, now we need to put them on the right place, meaning that these components, they don't belong to be they don't belong on this module, which is the app module. Why? Because they belong inside the horizontal split bar. Okay, they will be rendered by this component. Let's just right click, go to definition, and then we are going to go to the right section of this module. Let's quickly check. This is the left section, and where is the right section? This is the right section. So instead of rendering this text, as you can see, let's render the icons. Okay, as you can see, the code is complaining. So as you know that you just if you want to import this, you just put your cursor here, right click, space bar, and then you import that component. Let's just try that here, see if, as you can see, it doesn't give us any suggestion. That's not much of a problem because this is an icon, it's a different component. Okay, let's go to where we copied the code and we can just take these icons, okay. As you can see, the code is telling us that we've got some components that we are importing but we are not using. The strategy that we are adopting here is that don't wait for too long before you refactor your code, because you are going to incur a technical debt. What is a technical debt? A technical debt, it's a code smell in your code that you didn't attend to. It's something that you know that it might be a problem, but because of you are busy focusing on something else, you decide to just leave it there. You will solve it later. As time goes by, you get into a problem whereby now the code is complex and you shipped the bugs to production, and that's a problem. So let's just quickly remove this so that we can have our code clean. Let's go back and paste those inputs here. Okay, as you can see, now that we have pasted those inputs here, we don't have much of errors. Okay, as you can see, guys, now we are having these in the right place. Okay, these by themselves, they don't arrange themselves, okay, because it's not their own responsibility to arrange themselves. Let's just go back. We've got this component which renders these icons, okay, but this component is not responsible for rearranging these items. Okay, so meaning that these items, they are inside the right section. Okay, this is the right section, so it is the right section's duty to rearrange these icons to look like this. Okay, to be let me remind you, the right section doesn't really know, or let me use this word, doesn't really care of the children, but what it will do, it will rearrange them in this way. I hope that one is clear. So now let's arrange them in that fashion. So what we're going to do, we're going to type style is equal to, and then we are going to change the flex direction. Okay, change the flex direction to row. Okay, let's save. As you can see, now this component is doing its own work, its own responsibility. Okay, and then let's just put a gap. Let's say a gap of 5 and see. Okay, try 15. I'm happy with this. Okay, as you can see, now this is somewhat looking like this. I'm happy with this code because we have sticked to the single responsibility principle. Each and every component does one thing and it does one thing only. One mistake that usually happens in coding is to keep this module busy. This is the app module. Okay, the mistake that usually happens with this app module is that you always like clutter it with a lot of components, okay, which will need some props and which will need some states, and as a result there will be too much re-renderings here that won't cause your code to be efficient. Okay, so what we did, we are only putting components that deserve to be here. Okay, now let's continue, guys. So what we want to do now, we want to put the right, we want to put this logo where it's supposed to be. Okay, I think I did some sort of an image of this logo. I remember I did, but now looks like, let me quickly check here. My apologies for that. Did I put it in the asset? Looks like not really. Okay, that's not much of a problem, guys. Let me just quickly, okay, let me just quickly crop it from here. Okay, crop it from here, and then we are going to use it. Okay, my apologies for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this as it is. Okay, it's going to be very quick, and then I'm just gonna crop this. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, my apologies about this. Okay, okay guys, what I'm going to do, let me just quickly pause the video and just quickly crop this video so that our video cannot be longer unnecessarily. Okay guys, I'm back. So what I did, I just quickly went to the internet. Okay, I just took this image and I have used Figma to crop it. Okay, I have used Figma to crop it, as you can see. So I've just cropped out this logo and I was only left with this one, and I exported this and I've saved it under asset. So the reason why I've cropped that part, remember, we are creating this user interface clone. And also guys, this is very important. Do not what can I say, do not improvise too much in the code. Remember, your role as a front-end engineer, you are an engineer. A designer has been asked to do the design, not you. Whether you are able to design or you've got a good sense of what design is supposed to be, do not put the things which are not here. That means you are professional, you some sort of respect other people's roles, which is the designer, and also the designer will be happy and more than happy to work with you and discuss some ideas, instead of being given a design and then later on when the code is finished, then we have a logo which was there. Okay, so let's just continue. Let's just quickly check Visual Studio Code. Okay, as you can see somewhere here we've got the logo. Okay, here is the logo. So now guys, let's continue. Okay, so okay, so now what we want to do, we want to put the logo here on the left. Okay, so in which component do we want to be? It's a horizontal split bar, and I want the left section of it. Okay, as you can see, this is the left section. So what we are going to do here, we are going to remove this left, and then we are going to replace this with an image component. Okay, let's say image. Okay, it's a self-closing tag, and then let's put source. I think this is complaining about that. Put the source, not really. Let's first import this. Okay, let's first import this, and then let's put the source. Okay, and then because we are going to import the image, what can I say, from the project itself, okay, locally, then we will use require. And then we require the image. Okay, let's see where we are. We are on Expo. Okay, let's just do this, and then we want to go to assets. Okay, let's just dot okay, let's just look at our folder structure. Okay, this is Expo. Okay, so if this shows us Expo, let's just a moment. Okay, so this folder .expo, it's this one. I'm supposed to see and where is Facebook UI? Okay, I just want to be sure where I am. Okay, let me just type assets. Assets is not here. Okay, my apologies about that guys. Let me just check something. Okay, document and settings. Okay, where I am in terms of this folder, just a moment. This folder, okay, this folder, it's in horizontal speaker inside Facebook UI. Okay, Facebook UI. Isn't this file supposed to be under component? Because in this URL link I don't see that. Let's just quickly go there. Okay, okay, this is where I am. This is my asset. Okay, looks like I'm lost in my own code. Okay, in my own component, I've got only one file, which is this one. Okay, this file is in the right location, but this one, it's not in the right location. Okay, let's quickly solve that, guys. Okay, this is a problem. We didn't notice it before. This horizontal split bar, as you can see, that it's not on the right place. Why that is a concern where it is? Okay, because now, based on where I am, my location in the folder structure, I will have to see how do I navigate to this folder. Okay, based on that is either I'm going to do a / or I'm going to do a dot and a dot. This dot just means that you are jumping like one folder up, one folder up. Okay, so first of all, let's solve this problem. My apologies for the problem. Let's drag these two components. Okay, let's move it. Okay, now this has been moved to components. As you can see, we are having some errors here. Not a problem. Usually these errors, they quickly solve themselves usually. Okay, now it looks like it doesn't. That's not much of a problem. Let's see, this is a problem. This is the one that we are aware of, meaning that if we can remove this, suppose the code will run, as you can see. So when you are moving a file from one place to another, Visual Studio Code will quickly help you with some sort of arranging the structure of your code so that it can get back on track. Okay, guys, now we know that this file is here. Okay, so let's say we want to navigate to assets. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to jump one folder up from here. How am I going to do that? This is how I'm going to do that. As you can see, now I see Expo. Let me just type asset to see if I'm going to find it. Here is it. Obviously I'm going to find it, and then from then / now I know I'm inside asset, and then I can type the name of my asset, which is Facebook logo, but let's just make sure. Okay, it's fb logo.png. Okay, fb logo.png. Okay, what can we learn from this? Number one, the folder structure is important. Okay, there is a reason why you have to have a certain folder structure, and also make sure that you know where your files are. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, as you can see, we are done. We have managed to put our logo there, so let's just quickly work on the height of it and the width. So okay, let's say the width is 50, save. Okay, and the height is 50. Okay, the height is 50. Okay, the width, okay, I think I was wrong. I said the height is a width and the width is a height. My apologies for that. Okay, looks like nothing is happening. Okay, nothing is happening. That's not much of a problem. I was just using this to show you something. Okay, so I was going to change this approach anyway. So what I'm going to do, let's use the style instead. Okay, styling an image or changing the width and height of an image in style, it's my best option, okay, to do it. Okay, so instead, let's just say the width here in style, it's 50. Okay, and then the height, let's say the height is 50 also. Save. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, as you can see, guys, when you are changing this in style, it doesn't give you a lot of issues. As you have seen that we have tried to make the width and height here on the image, but obviously there were some challenges. Okay, so my own way of doing it is just to do it with style. Okay, what else? Now let's remove the red background. Okay, let's remove the red background. It has helped us to lay out our container nicely. Now it's starting to become a problem. Okay, let's just go to it. Which container is this? It's this one, the horizontal split bar. I'm already here. Let me just remove this. Okay, as you can see guys, this is where we are. Okay, now the problem that we are having, okay, as you can see, the logo, it looks like it has been cropped. Okay, it looks like it has been cropped. That is not much of a problem. So what we can do from here, okay, is to work first on the what's this property. Let me just type here. I forgot it now. It's over. Okay, but whatever the property is, what we want to do, we want to fit this. Okay, you see this image. Okay, let me explain it this way. We have set some sort of the boundaries for this image, right, which is 50-50. Okay, now the image itself doesn't conform to these boundaries. Okay, it overlaps, okay, as if we have cropped it. So now what we want to do, okay, we need to work with the resize mode of this image. That's the property I was looking for, with the resize mode of this image, so that it can be I think it can be contained. What does contain mean? Contain means that this image must be contained inside these boundaries. Okay, if maybe for some reason we are encountering some issues, don't mind guys, we are going to go for the third alternative. Okay, the reason why I'm going through a cycle of these tries, I just want to show you the actual experience of a developer. This is what happens behind the scene, and also I want to show you how do we, what can I say, navigate or pass by things. Okay, so let's work on the resize mode. Okay, is this property not here? Resize mode, here is it guys. Okay, resize mode, let's put contain. Okay, let's put contain. As you can see, it's working fine. Okay, now let's increase the width a little bit. Instead of 50, let's make it 100. Okay, as you can see guys, it's somewhat there. Okay, I like to believe at least you can make your own experiments in trying to understand this idea of the width and height, and the height and width. Okay, as you can see, it looks like what can I say, let me show you this. As you can see, even if I have removed the height, okay, one dimension does work, it solves the problem. So I'm hoping that you can look at it and make your own experiment and see what works for you. Okay, let's remove the width and height. So let's quickly check our mockup. Okay, I'm happy with what we have here. Okay, I'm happy with what we have here. So what we must do now, okay, let's just make sure that we copy this as it is, or we simulate it as it is. Okay, so that we can also put that notification icon. Okay, so let's just go back to our code. Okay, as you can see guys, our icons are a bit bigger. Okay, the other thing that we must do now, let's make our app to be realistic. Okay, my apologies for moving up and down. Let's make our app to be realistic. Let's push this to the top bar so that at least it can, like, visually it can be closer to that one. Let's come here to the app. Okay, we've got a container here, a component which is horizontal split bar, which is this one, and it's the only container that is here. Okay, this one, which is status bar style auto, just, what can I say, don't mind it at the moment. Okay, it talks to this part. Okay, so let's say we've got only this one. Okay, and then what we want to do now, okay, we want to we want to put another container. Okay, let's say it's a view. We want to put another component. This is a view component, and then let's give it an ID of, okay, remember guys, these IDs they are not working on React. I'm only using them to name my component. Okay, they don't have any special effect in the code. I'm just using them to name my component. Okay, in pure JavaScript you are using these IDs to manipulate your DOM elements. Okay, so now we've got another component, which is let's say an element, which is bottom section. Let's style it. Okay, let's style this bottom section. Okay, let's give it a background color of gray. Give it a background color of gray, and then let's make it flex 1. Okay, why am I making this flex 1? What I want to do, okay, these items, which is this component, this one, the one that is already here, and this one, okay, they are inside one parent container. Okay, let me just quickly check if the style, which is of this container, which is this one, okay, I didn't do this intentionally, okay, this one, because in my styling I don't use a React style sheet. As you can see, just like here, .create, I don't use this form. Okay, and I didn't do that on purpose. So maybe when I was creating the shortcuts, okay, using those short code snippet, this happened. Okay, so now let me just delete this style, because I don't want you to see something in my code which I really didn't explain or didn't talk about. Okay, let me just check where it starts and where it ends. So here is it. I'm going to delete all of this. It's going to confuse us. Okay, as you can see, okay, as you can see, this one is complaining. Okay, we don't want the style here. Okay, let me first save, guys. Okay, okay, let me do this. My apologies about that. Okay, now as you can see, this has been pushed to the top, as you can see, guys. Okay, why is that happening? Simply because this container, when I put a flex of 1, okay, it's more like I'm saying it will cover the entire existing area. Okay, let's say the ratio of this estate in terms of the screen, okay, this is 10% and this is 9% empty. Okay, so this component, because of I did a flex of 1, it has covered that whole 90%. Okay, it has just covered that whole 90%, and it has left only that 10%, because on that 10% there is an item there. Okay, I hope you got that one. That's why I was removing this styling, because these components or these styles, they affect the other. So I'm trying to clean my code to make sure that the only style that is in my code is the one that I did myself. Okay, it's quite a challenge to debug as styling. Okay, my apologies about these messages. What I did, I have connected my actual Android phone okay, to an app. Okay, so that's why you see these WhatsApp messages. Please don't mind those. Okay, so now we are getting there. Okay, what I want, let me just quickly put a text here inside the bottom section. Okay, a text bottom. Okay, inside the bottom section, let's see. Okay, I've put a text inside the bottom section, but it looks like I don't see it. Okay, I don't see it. What can I do? Even the background color of this, I don't see it. Okay, let's quickly do this, guys. Okay, let me remove this background section. Let me remove it and see. Okay, it looks like this is on the top, not because of my own effect. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let me remove this for now just to check what's going on. Okay, as you can see, guys. Okay, so this is at the top, not because of my own effect. Not a problem. Let's just do this background color. Okay, it's very important to apply effects intentionally. Okay, don't be happy that something is moved to where you want to go without you being intentional about it. Okay, that is a problem. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've got this container. Okay, this element, this view, and it ends here. Inside this view, what do we have? We've got this horizontal split bar. Okay, and then let's put back the container that we had, which is here. Okay, okay, still I don't see it. That's not much of a problem. What we can do now, let's apply what we spoke of. Let's do a flex of 1 here so that this green container can fill the entire space. Okay, let's save. As you can see now, this green container is filling the entire space. Okay, and then let's put back this. Okay, let's see the bottom section. As you can see, guys, now we can see the bottom section. Okay, and also it has covered this space. Okay, but it happened that this part, okay, it was already aligned there. I don't have much of a problem about that, if I can be honest, but what I'm happy about as a developer is that I have used a flex of 1 here to make sure that this part at any point in time in any device, it will always take this whole space and it will push this component to the top. So I'm happy about that. And then what I want to do now, okay, I need to fix some few things. First of all, let me remove this green. Okay, and also let me remove this red. Okay, I'm happy with this. I know this is the bottom section. Let me go to my container, okay, which is this one. Okay, let me go to my container. Let me increase the height of it a little bit. Let me make it 70. Okay, as you can see now, there is some sort of a breathing space here. Okay, the other thing, as you can see, our icons are a bit larger. Okay, they are far from this. Okay, as you can see, I think the designer here has got a lot of room. Okay, the designer has got a lot of room. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's give this let's say it's 90. Okay, I think that's enough. Now let's change the size of our icons. This is the beauty of writing a clean, reusable and an extensible code. Okay, let's say I was a new designer, okay, and I'm being asked to make changes. Okay, if this code was badly written, okay, meaning that I will have to go to this icon, change the size, go to this icon, change the size, and go to this icon, change the size. But because we were smart enough, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to now I'm inside the horizontal split bar. I'm just going to go to the component, the circular icon component, and I'm going to change the size of it in one place, and it will change in many places. Okay, let's quickly check that, guys. Okay, let's go here. First of all, we want the icons. Okay, as you can see, this is where I'm rendering the icon. Okay, remember, an icon, it's an element that I am passing. Okay, I'm always passing the icon, as you can see. Okay, so meaning that in terms of the icons, okay, let me do this, guys. Okay, so meaning that in terms of the icons, I am passing them here. Okay, so let me just say this is 10 is too small, 15. Okay, I'm happy with 15. Let me just, in fact, let's just make 14. Okay, so I'm going to make 14 in all of these. Okay, 14 in all of these, because these are some sort of props or elements that I am passing to our reusable component. And then what I can do here, I can change the circle, the size of the circle, and it will change in all of these components. Okay, now okay, let me go to, where is my circle? Okay, let me look for that icon. If the icon is here, then this is supposed to be our circle. Okay, so instead of 10, let me just test with 5 and see. background color red. Okay, my apologies about that. Looks like I'm lost in my own code. Okay, this is the notification. Okay, this is the notification. Let me go up. Okay, and this 40, let's put 20, as you can see. Okay, so let me try 30, and then let me try 30 also here. Okay, let's go back to the mockup. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, so as you can see, guys, I'm only changing it in one place and it changes everywhere. What if I have used these, let's say, in different screen? Okay, more than 40 places, it was going to change in more than 40 places. This will guarantee that you are going to be a better developer and employers will favor you, okay, because you are writing a clean and a highly maintainable code. Let's continue, guys. Okay, so the next task is to make sure that we are copying this as it is. Okay, let's first put this notification. Okay, how are we going to do that? Let's go to a client module, and then on this group tab, not the bell, this one, the group one, let's put a notification there. Okay, notification. Let's see, guys. I'm happy with that. Obviously, our size has changed, the size of the icon, meaning that now the notification dot is not sitting exactly where we intended it to be initially. That's not much of a problem. We can go here and then we can play around with our top. Okay, let me just say -3. Let's see. Okay, I'm happy there. Okay, and then right, let me say 3. Let's see. Okay, not really. Let's say 0. Let's say 0 and see. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then in terms of the size, let's make it 8 because ours it's a bit bigger. Okay, let's make it 6. Okay, 6 here and 6 here. Let's see. Okay, let's make it 8. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, meaning that let's put 2 here. Okay, and then top, let's put -2. Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm happy with that 100%. Now let's continue. So what we want to do, we want to put this icon, which is, it looks like a message, or it's messenger icon. Okay, since we are using Expo, so we have to go to Expo icons. Okay, let me just put this. Okay, Expo icons. Okay, this is not the Expo icons. Let me search. Okay, this is, yes, this is where I want to be. Okay, this is where I want to be. Let me say messenger. Okay, let me just look for any message icon which might look closer to that one. Okay, in terms of this, I will leave it up to you. Okay, you can, or maybe I can show you an alternative. Okay, because this is a problem that as a developer you are supposed to solve. Okay, let's solve this problem, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to check another library, which is React Vector Icon. I think it's React Native. Okay, React Native Vector Icons. Okay, let's first check that library if it has the icon that we want. Okay, let's check if it has. If it has its icon not found message. Okay, let's just quickly check here, guys. Okay, okay, let me just push this to the bottom. Let's see. It looks like, okay, the closest icon to it, okay, not really. Okay guys, since I don't want this video to be too long unnecessary, let's just resort to Expo and let's look for any message icon. Okay, message icon, let's just take this one, okay, and use it there. Okay, I hope you get the idea and what's going on. Okay, so this is where I want to go. Okay, I want to import this here. Okay, this is where I'm importing all of my things. Okay, and then from there I want to take this one of these. Okay, copy and paste and change the icon. Okay, copy and just change the icon that I'm passing here to this one. Change the color to white, and what else, and the size to 14, then save. Okay, as you can see guys, and then we don't want the notification, I will remove it. Okay, and in terms of the color, let's go to Figma and sample this color. Okay, what am I going to do? Let me move this. Okay, and take this square here, and then let's sample this color. Okay, let's sample this color. Okay, okay, let me copy this. Then what we want to do, we want to pass the color here. Okay, the background color, pass it here. Let's save. Okay, as you can see guys, okay, as you can see, we've got the icon there. I think we have done a good job. Okay, we've done a good job. Okay, this part, okay, let me now delete this, I don't need it. Okay, I think we've done a great job guys. Okay, this part is exactly like this one, as you can see guys. Okay, this is a highly reusable component. Okay, it's not tightly coupled. Okay, meaning that all our components exist as independent component. Okay, they are adhering to the single responsibility principle. I am happy with this. Now let's continue with the next section. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now what we are going to do, let's tackle this avatar and this name. Okay, based on how I see it, this section is the same as this horizontal split bar. Okay, it's the same as this horizontal split bar, but the difference is we only have, let's say, the left section, we don't have the right section. So I'm thinking about how do I reuse the container that we already had. Okay, as you can see, even here we are still going to use it because we've got a left section and we've got a right section. So let's just go back to our horizontal split bar and see how can we change it so that it can be reusable, because there are two options, or there are two ways to go about it. Okay, what we do, we copy this horizontal split bar, this one, we copy and paste and put it here as other YouTube developers they do. Okay, copy and paste because it's just about getting it to look exactly like this, and obviously you will hit the like and subscribe. But this is coded design guys, we think differently. Okay, so Instead of copying this to here and copy it when I'm here, let me check. And also when I'm here in this screen, I will copy it. And also maybe when I'm here, because this is the left section, there's no right section. And also when I'm here, as you can see guys, if we can make this component reusable, we will save ourselves a lot of time. Okay, in the beginning it takes a little bit of time to set it up, okay, but it's the rewards are better and they are sweeter. Okay, now let's think like engineers. Okay, let's solve the front-end engineering problem. I'm having this component, it doesn't take any prop. Okay, for now it's not flexible enough. Okay, it has got a left section and a right section. So if I want to make it reusable, okay, what I can do, number one, I have to receive the left section and the right section as props. Okay, I have to receive the left section and the right section as props. Let's quickly do that. Let's do that. Let's say right, okay, right section, or we are receiving the right elements, the elements that will be on the right. Okay, let's say right component. Okay, it's a component that will be on the right, and the left component. Okay, so meaning that now you have to pass some props to this. Okay, the name is horizontal split bar. Now let's change it from bar to container. Okay, I think container has a lot of what can I say, relevant context. Okay, bar, yes, but there is nothing important on bar. Okay, remember, another person, when they are using our code, they must get a sense of what our component does. And when I'm saying it's a container, I mean it contains other things, but bar, it's not relevant here, so we will refactor that later. So let me just quickly make a note here, change bar to container. Okay, let me make this note so that I cannot forget. I have to change this, the name of this. Okay, so I have to receive these. Okay, what are these going to be in terms of type? Since we're using TypeScript, I'm going to copy this. Okay, copy these as they are, and then I'm going to type these. Okay, I'm going to type these. Okay, I'm going to type these. These are react dot react nodes. Okay, node. Okay, I'm happy with this, and copy and paste here. Okay, as you can see, now I am receiving these. Okay, let's start with the right component. Okay, what I want to do as I'm receiving, okay, this is assumptive programming. Okay, when I'm creating a module, I have to assume that I am going to receive something. Okay, that's the best way to code. You don't really have to be, what can I say, to have those dependencies to see them, because sometimes you are just going to be given a certain piece of a module. You are going to be asked to work on it. You are going to be told that this module will receive. Okay, it's an assumption. Okay, so I'm assuming that I will receive a right component. I just need to put it not under left section, I have to put it on the right section. Okay, I have to put it on the right section, which is, this is my right section. Okay, this is my right section. Okay, as you can see, it's too big, so let me just open this bracket and put this component here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to delete these. Okay, I'm not going to delete these. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to comment. This is the right section. Yes, I'm just going to comment this. Okay, and then in terms of the left section, okay, I'm going to go to the left section, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to comment this. Okay, so okay, what have I done? Okay, looks like I'm supposed to comment this. Okay, So as you can see, now let me go to the calling module. The module that is calling this horizontal split bar has got a responsibility to inject these elements. Okay, to inject these elements in this horizontal split bar. Okay, it is horizontal split bar, but now let's put it as a container. Okay, container, horizontal split container, horizontal split container. I'm happy with this. Do I have to export also here? Okay, save. Obviously we are going to have some errors. Let's go here. As you can see, horizontal split bar we don't have. Sorry for that. Instead of this, now we have this horizontal split container. Import it, and then it's missing the following properties. Okay, let's go back to our code. Okay, in our code we said we might have the left what can I say, we might have the left component, but we might not have the right component. Okay, so meaning that here TypeScript is reinforcing that we must put those component, they must be there. Okay, so we need to first tell TypeScript to chill, because we might have the left one, we might not have the right one, we might have the right one, we might not have the left one. So let's apply that flexibility. Okay, let's tell TypeScript here that TypeScript, please give us a minute. Okay, we are smart developers here. Okay, let's put this question mark here. This is not mandatory, and this is not mandatory. As you can see, now TypeScript has forgiven us. As you can see also, this is empty. Okay, that means we're getting there. Let's save also here. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to pass. Okay, let's pass those component or those element. Okay, where? Here. Okay, let's pass the right section. Let's say right component equal to let me try this. Okay, let me try this. Sorry, equal to. Okay, let me try this. Put a view there. Okay, it accepts it as an empty view. Let's just put a text. Let's say right. Boom. As you can see, guys, this is on the right. Happy with that. Let's do the same thing for the left. Okay, copy and paste this. Let's just type here left, search left component, and then let's type left. As you can see, guys, now this component is reusable. Look at what we can do here. Okay, copy and paste. Instead of this, let's search say blah, and then blah. Boom, we've got blah blah. What if maybe we've changed our mind? Now it's not blah blah. Okay, that means we can take this blah, which was on the right, move it to the left, and take the other blah which was on the left and move it to the right. I hope you get the idea, guys. Okay, so this container is highly reusable. It's a little bit of admin, but it's worth it. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to remove this. Okay, now this module, the app module, has a responsibility to inject the left and the right what can I say, the left and the right components. Okay, as you can see, if we can take this group of elements, where is that group of elements? Where is that group of elements? This one. Okay, as you can see, this is a lot, guys. Okay, this is a lot. Okay, if we can take this and put it here as a prop here, our code is not going to be clean. Okay, For now, for testing purposes, we are going to do it, but we will need to do something. Now we just want to see our code working. Okay, so this was on the right. Let's put it there on the right section. Let's do this. Okay, let's put this here. Okay. Okay, let's import this module. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, let me just read the error. Must have one parent element. Okay, meaning that we can't just throw these as they are. They need to have one parent element. This is a problem, guys. Okay, let me tell you how is this a problem and how we are going to solve this problem. Let's say JSX is telling us that these must be wrapped in a view or in any parent element. As you can see, guys, it's not complaining. It's only complaining about the fonts which we didn't import, and that's true. Let's go back here. Okay, let's take all the fonts which were here. Okay, take all these fonts, take them back here. Okay, style sheet and status bar, we are not using it. Let's just remove it. Horizontal split bar, we are not using it. Okay, circular icon, we are importing it twice. Okay, view, import a view. Okay, text, import a text. Okay, let me save. Okay, as you can see, guys, now our icons are on the right as we want, and the left component is on the left. But as you can see, guys, now because we have wrapped these, okay, because we have wrapped these in one parent element, which is a view, now we have lost the arrangement. Okay, meaning that these now, they are not arranged in a row, that means horizontally with their own gaps. Why? Because they come here as a single element. Okay, so how can we solve that problem? Okay, let's remove this. Let's wrap these not with a view, okay, some sort of a what can I say, an element, a React Native element. Okay, let's wrap these with a fragment. Okay, which is a fragment, it's something like this, as you can see. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this, I'm hoping that the fragment does wrap the element, but it doesn't impose, what can I say, its own arrangement. Because the view, what the view did, it didn't take the styling from the parent container. It has imposed its own styling. It's like it has created a wall around our children. Okay, now I'm hoping that the fragment, okay, won't do that. It will organize these just as a container, but it won't restrict the control. Let's see. As you can see, guys, the fragment just wraps your component so that your JSX can be happy, but it doesn't apply any styling. As you can see, it's just empty. So I hope you have learned something from this one. So now we are back and we are happy. So what we want to do now, let's save, and then let's go back here. Okay, the most important thing, fall in love with errors. I think you will be a stressless developer. Okay, don't run away from errors, fall in love with errors. This is coded design. Let's code badly with pride. Okay, let's continue, guys. So what we want to do now, we want the image. Okay, we want this image, which is here. We have to pass it where? We have to pass it here. We have to pass the image here. Okay, where is the left section? Here is the left section. here we want to pass the image. Okay, I hope you are learning, guys. If you are learning something, please don't forget and hit that subscribe button. Okay, I want to uncomment this. Okay, that's not much of a problem. Let me just delete these and delete these. Okay, so go to attributes. Let me import the image. Okay, as you can see, guys, let's save. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, guys, because I am in a different location, okay, my what can I say, my location here, okay, it depends on where I am. Okay, so let's go back here, let's check where I am. Okay, I'm in the app component, and the app component is almost like here. Okay, it's in the same folder with the assets. Okay, so let's go back, let's just do /. Okay, we don't need to delete asset, let's just do /. Sorry for that, my apologies, guys. Let's just do / and save. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Get into Expo, Facebook UI, assets. Okay, logo, FB logo. Okay, FB logo .png. Save, refresh. Okay, let's refresh here. Okay, let's go back, wait for it to refresh. It looks like we are getting there. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, as you can see, we have won. Okay, so what happened from where we are? Okay, from where we are, we have moved a folder outside, a folder up. That's why we were able to see also this. Okay, we have moved like to the parent folder even of this one, and then from there we got inside this folder, and then from there we got to asset, and then we got here. Okay, what I was trying to do before, I was trying to short circuit that. So I was asking myself, why do I have to go to the folder that is outside the application in order for me to gain the entrance to this one? This is what I was trying to do. Okay, I was trying to jump from here straight to there. Okay, obviously it gave us some challenge, and it has wasted some time for us. Okay, I'm happy that we have managed to win. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Okay, what I'm going to do, I don't like this because now the quality is not as clean as it's supposed to be. Okay, but let's just check, guys, how far are we from here. Okay, we've got a reusable component, which is this one. Okay, this one, this container. And then what we want to do now, we are supposed to come here and create this avatar. So at least, guys, now we've managed to finish this section completely. Okay, that means this section, it's finished, finito. I hope that is that translates to finishing. Okay, guys, so I'm happy with this, and also I'm happy with what I see here. Okay, now, guys, what I'm going to do, obviously the video is almost like an hour long. Okay, I am going to stop this video here, just to avoid being stopped by somebody disturbing or something. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here. In the next section, we are going to use this horizontal split bar, which it's no longer split bar now. Remember, it's a container. Okay, let me quickly change that, and then in the next section we are going to use this in order to do this, guys, as you can see, meaning that we are only going to put the left section and we are not going to put the right section. Let's just quickly refactor that so that we know in the next video we will get into we will get into this bottom section straight. Okay, obviously there will be some errors. I like errors. Okay, as you can see, guys, now the errors have been solved. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer. If you feel like this video has added a lot of value into your overall understanding of good programming practices, front end, React Native, please do me a favor, guys, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see, we are getting there. At least we have reached 1K subscribers. This is Coded Design. Don't forget to code badly with pride, because it starts there. See you on the next one.